Hi there, Libra. Welcome to your mid-October 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Alrighty then. I always said that the Temperance card should be Libra because it's about kind of that balance in life. So, oh well. I don't know who to go and talk to about it. Ooh, that's a nice ending. By the way, happy birthday to you Libra individuals who are born in October and the ones born in September. So the heart of the matter is the Temperance card. This is as above, so below. See the angel wings in the back of that man. So I find the depictions of these cards very interesting because this is the, what's it called? The Light Seers Tarot deck. Because they're more contemporary, they're more diverse. So there's like this, they have depictions of different types of clothing. For instance, this tank top that we would associate maybe like with somebody who's a blue collar worker. He's got his work boots. I don't know. And yet he's got angel wings. So the groundedness of the physical and the spiritual combined. One is not, they're not mutually exclusive. This is a card of Sagittarius. So that could be somebody who is figuring into your life. In the past position, we have the Two of Cups, which is a card of reunion or commitment. So there may be some adjustments that you're doing if you have committed to someone. Maybe like, what I can think of is I was going to say you're going steady. No, a little bit more than that. Maybe you are getting married or you're going to move in together. It's so funny talking about going steady because that was kind of a little bit before my time, but I would read, when I was a kid, I'd read romance books or from other eras where they would use that term, and it was kind of funny because we never did. It's a little bit passé when I was growing up. But yeah, so the Two of Cups can be like reuniting with someone too. And yet you may need to or be trying to restrain yourself so that you don't go completely off the rails because you're a Libra. I don't mean crazy, but that you're crazy because you're a Libra, but you're, probably very romantic, wanting to, do the thing, meaning be with that person. But if you are getting reacquainted with someone, if you haven't been with them for a while, it does make sense to kind of take things more slowly and be more aware of everything that's coming up as you get reacquainted. The higher message is the Queen of Wands. This is a card of self-empowerment. Yes, there is that feminine aspect to it, but male Libra individuals can also embody this because the Queen in the tarot is connected to the water element, and the wands are connected to fire. That's the feminine and the masculine, and one is more dependent. The feminine is more passive and the masculine is more aggressive. And that's great because it's like a combination. You don't want to, that's again, like the Temperance card, you don't want one to the exclusion of the other. So if you have like reconnected with someone, you may like think to yourself, when we were together the first time, I really lost myself in this other person. I became a codependent, and I'm not the same person now. And I'm going to make sure that I just keep my own interests, that I'm, taking things very slowly. I'm not going to just jump into anything, because we have to make sure that we're not going to have the same problems show up again. And you may have a game plan, or you maybe you should have a game plan so that you can embody both of those, because with the water element, you want to be open. You want to, not be afraid to love. But with the wands, with that autonomy, how do we love without, losing ourselves? How do we keep our freedom within the context of a relationship or confines of a relationship? What crosses you is the Eight of Swords. I immediately thought of Mars and Scorpio, Libra individuals, because, or even if you have Venus and Scorpio, that would be very interesting. If you're a Libra sun and you have Venus in Scorpio or the moon in Scorpio, that must be really a doozy, because, the air, even if you're romantic, you're very detached as a Libra, and having that intensity with the Scorpio energy must make it like complicated. The Eight of Swords can be a card of feeling oppressed and stuck in place because of old tapes that are running. When it comes to relationship issues, this can be that a person has a hard time with, not thinking too much, not, moving forward in a positive way. I always think that indicates that the person is really, stuck in the past. Again, that conditioning can happen when a person has been indoctrinated by some kind of adult when you were young, a parent, another caregiver, teachers, all that jazz. And how that works is that they tell you things about relationships and about life that simply may not apply to you and may not really be accurate for anyone. It's very fear-based. Sometimes men hear this about relationships, and women, or about the opposite sex too. That makes it hard for them to trust the other sex. And so, but I would say if you've had like a track record with relationships not working out, this can be your fears kind of coming up even when everything is good. I always tell people that even if you consult a psychic and that psychic says, oh, you're going to meet the man of your dreams, the woman of your dreams next week, that's only as relevant as how healthy the person is. If the person is, very unhealed, they're going to have a hard time with trusting that person and opening up, and that's going to make the relationship less likely to actually, take root and continue. You can meet someone, you can start a relationship, but that doesn't mean you're going to maintain that relationship. Sometimes people push other people away because of their own issues. So, what's coming in? The Ace of Pentacles. This bodes well for any kind of relationship because it can mean that it's solid, it's grounded, it's not, sometimes relationships that are, are like Harlequin romances and very, they just seem very romantic on the surface. They may be shallow. You know, that's not how we live day to day. When we're really like committed to finding a life partner, we don't need that kind of like stuff. Although, not to say that romance is totally should ever be totally like just completely ignored, but the people that are involved in all that stuff, a lot of them I think are kind of going through the motions of, they're kind of living on the surface, because relationships can sometimes be the dirty socks on the floor or something, and that's not very romantic, and you have to like deal with that. And this is also a card maybe of like receiving a windfall, and as I stated, that could have something to do with that Libra eclipse, solar eclipse in your second house of earned income. So this can even be some kind of money that you receive that kind of jumpstarts your life. It could be a new job. And then the outcome card, the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. It's emotional, but it's interesting that they have a gold background, because this has also been connected to money. But it can be, just simply, finding the person of your dreams and feeling exhilarated because maybe you're with the right person. So, it's really about, I think, there was a book called Feel Your Fear and Do It Anyway, or something like that. And I think that that's kind of what it is, because the Eight of Swords to me can be that those limiting self-beliefs that come up sometimes when something really good is happening. That's when sometimes these negative messages come up, and that's because the person is so programmed to have things not work out that it can freak them out when things are going right. And we don't want to, we don't want to live that way, because it's like waiting for the other shoe to drop and not really embracing the good. So that sounds great. Okay, that's what I have for you, Libra. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.